my video. I know it has been a minute. I've been away for like God knows how long. Let me just hold this microphone here. So Nikki has made a response with like a couple of posts on our Instagram story. I was able to capture some screenshot that I'm gonna read and explain what I think about this whole situation. I made a video, I think it was 2 days ago, talking about that video that went viral that Nikki was trying to snatch the phone from Jamie's hand. We were using that phone talking about, oh my god, that she's abusive, oh, da, 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 da. But when it comes to dealing with a narcissist, there are a lot of things that people fail to realize. And when it comes to abuse, we only see the one side, we don't see the other side. Someone can provoke, some people are very good at provoking others, like they can push you to your limit that you don't have any other response than to react in a certain way. And the moment you start to react, oh my god, they pick up their phone and start recording and trying to get evidence that they will use against you. So it kind of seemed that way with the video that Jamie posted talking about, oh, Nikki was trying to assault or whatever, and Nikki this da 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 da. It's a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead first and read up Nikki's response. Like after Jamie's video has been deleted by the way. So Nikki made this first post on her Instagram story that I'm gonna read. We are going to read it together. It is extremely disappointing that my ex-husband will publish private footage and conversations to try and slander my character. I never intended to speak on my previous marriage, which she had made very clear from her video when she just started her own YouTube vlog alone after their divorce, talking about she don't want to discuss that again. Like she's done and she's moving on for the sake of her kids. I never intended to speak on my previous marriage for the sake and security of our two little girls. This isn't something I ever wanted to expose them to. I I ever wanted to expose them to. I have done my utmost to shield them. As a mother, my priorities have always been to protect them. However, Jamie has forced me to share my side of the story, the truth and context behind the video and audio recordings. I ask you to please be patient as I intend to address all of these accusations. I want to say thank you for those that have been nothing but supportive. My friends and family who have messaged and checked in on me. Thank you with a white love emoji. So this was Nikki's response after Jamie's video went viral on the internet where he was talking about how he has been struggling to feed, how he has not been able to make content. And I just realized from Nikki's second response, she did not make a video by the way, but she made a couple of messages on her Instagram story. It was a custodial agreement that they had between the both of them that the kids will only be displayed on the media once a week. And I'm not against family channels. It's good. I have one with my husband, but it's just the two of us. I don't like bringing children on the internet. The internet is not safe. We have seen so many people talking about children being exploited on the internet. People are, like we have like there a set of sick people online that will use pictures and videos of little babies and make them to be something that is very bad. A parent can be excited and capture a very cute moment of their kid's life, a video or a picture, and then post it online to be just happy and just being a proud parent of their kid. And then some sicko will just take that video or picture and make it into something very horrible. So, and that and so many more. We have also parents that are not of any being a proud parent moment, they are just there to exploit their kids, that have been taking inappropriate videos and pictures of their kids and selling them online to sickos. So I don't like the idea of bringing children to social media at all. You have your close friends, close family, you can share pictures, or you can call them on video calls. Oh, say hi to auntie, say hi to uncle, and that's it. I don't like publishing kids on the media. But everybody has their kid and everybody has to make their own rules. So for Nikki, she was not in favor of the idea of posting their children online from the beginning. She was feeling uncomfortable about it. But when it comes to Jamie, you can see that his anger comes from a place of financial financial decrease. I'm not an economics student, so I don't know how to use this word. Like she has, he has been financially down, talking about how he has been struggling to pay bills. Like that video talk about paying bills and rent, and it's like on a repeat, like a broken record. And then he talks about how he cannot be able to make content that more because he's only allowed to make one content per week. Like, come on, you cannot say like your kids are your only content. He can come online, talk about his life, the things that he like, go on adventure. He's white, he can go on an adventure. White people they like to go explore, go to the bushes, or how do they call it sometimes? Okay, they go for hiking. You can do those kind of content. It's also content. But thinking that the kids are the only content that you have, meaning you are exploiting your kids, like they're basically working for you. So that part does not sit well with me at all. Him talking about how he's broke, how he's broke. And then there is this something that is very strange when you think of the age difference between him and Nikki. It's kind of ill. Like they met when Nikki was 17 and he was 25. That that is just, and sometimes when I see, I have nothing against age when it comes to relationship, but as an African woman, black African woman, it's kind of alarming because sometimes you see these white folks, they like making the African cultures and traditions look bad, and what they are doing, they make it look good. You will see them make a video. They will travel to Africa, make a whole documentary talking about how elderly people are getting married to children. They even have a whole context about child married, making it look so very, like very like this ugly thing. Like they even paint it more bad than it is already. And then when it comes to their countries, you see them doing the same thing that they talk about being bad that Africans are doing. You see them, older men getting down with young kids, but they will not talk about it. But if something is happening in Africa, oh my God, they will be all upon it. And then now let's go ahead and read what Nikki has to say regarding this whole thing. Their age difference was just ill, but that is love, that is their business. And then it comes to the kids, the privacy of the kids, and Jamie talking about how he has to travel 4 hours in total, 2 hours to drop the kids, 2 hours to pick the kids, 2 hours to drop the kids, 2 hours to go back home. And he has been struggling, he has been doing Uber. Like you are basically, I'm not here to condone anything like, abuse is good, abuse is not good. There is always three sides to a story. There is yeah, he said this, she said that, and then there is the truth, and that we will never be able to find out. We're just picking on what they say on both their social media platforms. Jamie on YouTube, a video that was over 1 hour, and then Nikki used her Instagram story to say a few things, and then she has leave the topic alone, and Jamie has also went ahead to delete his own video about that stuff. So now let's go ahead and read what Nikki has to say. The first post she made was this: I made a video responding to the allegations and was ready to press post. But for the sake of our children, I'm not going to engage in a back and forth online. I will share context that was missing from his video and leave this subject alone. I have had no contact with him since he posted that video, nor have I threatened legal action, which is good because I don't like people going to court and fighting because this is someone that you were once in love with. If things don't work out, that's fine, but going to court and it's not my kind of thing. Jamie removed the video simply because he saw that people weren't buying this story. Okay, that's good to know. Second post. Shortly after that encounter, he tried to get a restraining order on me. Not only did he put himself down as a protected person, but also our two young daughters. If he was successful in obtaining that, I could not come within 200 meters of them. Like, I understand that he feel kind of threatened and scared for a girl that is basically older than, But to think that you will go ahead and file a restraining order against her over her kids, to try to separate a child, two girls from their mother, that is just horrible. That is bad. But then let's go. Again, she made another post. I said no, and our divorce was finalized. Okay, I think I'm reading this back and forth. I don't know, but let me just go to how I take the screenshots of them because I want to read them in line. It seems like I'm reading them here back and forth. I'm going back and forth. Maybe I did not share them properly. Okay. After she made the first one talking about not able to press send, we go to the second one where she said, I felt something was not right in my marriage, but I did not know what I was experiencing. Then in June 2019, I came across the podcast Love and Abuse, where I discovered what emotional abuse was. Interesting. I made the mistake of telling him I knew he was emotionally abusive and probably a convert snack. That's like narcissist. I never cheated on Jamie and he knows that, but he was quick to run a smear campaign through the community about why we broke up. Good to know because Jamie talked about how Nikki was cheating on him with her ex. I want to make it very clear that what you witnessed was reactive. The clips you saw were carefully edited and did not show what led to me smacking the phone out of his hand. Never have I punched this man or throw heavy objects at him during our disagreements. That video that I talked about earlier. Sometimes people can provoke you and then wait for you to respond, then they'll take a video or pictures or record and then they'll use it against you. We have seen it so many times. Narcissists, they do that kind of stuff. They love it. They love to provoke you and get your reaction and use it against you. It is nothing new, but some people don't know too much about abuse and how some abusive people can make the blame be shifted to you, and whereas you are the victim, but then you'll be crying on the internet thinking that the world hates him. But some of us, we know what is happening behind all this crazy divorce and crazy marriage. And then there is also the two that is just standing there looking at all of us. So let's continue. The third post, she said, I came to the house to collect some clothes and wanted to have a conversation. What led to that video that Jamie posted, the video where she was smacking the phone off his hand? He kept calling me a, oh no, I'm not going to use this word, and to get out of his house. I then requested that he drop the girls at the supermarket car park for changeover, and he says he would rather do it at a police station. This was not court ordered. So like they have an agreement, like when it comes to court, they have joint custody, 1 week in, 1 week out. So if it's time for changeover, she asked him to drop the kid at supermarket car park. Maybe that was supermarket close to Jimmy's place or so. And he said he would rather do that at a police station, the changing over or the drop off. At this point, but that this was not a court order dropping the keys at the police station. But just what Jamie said that he would rather do than drop the keys at the supermarket car park. At this point, I'm highly upset because why would you want to inflict that big trauma on our daughters, having changeover at with their parents at a police station every week? He just wanted to manipulate their minds and paint the picture that mom was so dangerous that dad needed protection. Yes, they can use your kids against you. Narcissists are it's crazy. But anyway, this is what just Nikki said. Maybe it's not the truth, maybe it's the truth, we don't know. And then she went again and said, I smacked the camera out of his hand because I was in a vulnerable moment and did not want to be recorded. Indeed, no one wants to be recorded when they are feeling low or when they are in their feelings. This was a pattern where he constantly violated me by filming me without consent. It started early at 18. Then when I gave birth, he posted my very personal birth vlogs without giving me any time to emotionally recover. This is why I say I don't like this family channel that include their kids. The bath vlogs, going to the hospital vlogs, going for maternity test vlogs, going to this, like every step of the pregnancy. Like most of these women, they are strong here because I can never. Pregnancy is a very emotional stage for you to like. Sometimes you can be in a good mood, you can make a video, but not every step of the way. It's unhealthy. No, 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 it's unhealthy. I remember begging him to give me time with our new baby before we shared with the world, but he told me to stop sabotaging the channel. It was all about the content, guys. When the camera were rolling, Jamie was very sweet to me, but behind the lens, he was highly critical. My body after children quickly became a main topic. Oh my God. And he expressed me needing to hit the gym 3 weeks postpartum with Ava. Like, seriously? Sometimes I don't understand. I've seen a couple of, not only about this Jamie and Nikki, but I've seen a couple of videos where women talk about how their husbands react after them giving birth, especially when they went through that vaginal birth, how their husbands react to their bodies. It's really shameful for us, or on the part of those men, that you will bully and shame your wife for the changes, the stretch marks, and everything after giving birth to your child. It's really disgraceful. He will repeatedly comment on my stretch marks and loose skin, asking why I could not just snap back. Because we are not in control of our body. After giving birth, you have breastfeeding. You have to care for that child. Focusing on getting back on your body or getting snatched is the last thing that will be on your mind if you're a mother, unless if you're a content mom. But if you're a true mother that wants to bond with your child, looking after yourself and eating the gym is the last thing that will be on your mind. Your child's safety is what will be your utmost priority at that moment. Huh. He blamed me for absolutely everything. Nothing I could do was right. And I was at fault for anything that went wrong in his life. This was basically the video that this guy was talking about. How he has lost everything. He cannot pay rent. He cannot pay rent. That rent part was just so annoying. Like, how can you blame a black South Sudanese girl for your failure in life or for you becoming poor? Like, you have all the privileges in the world. Use it. Get a job, get a life, and move on. Hmm. Shortly after that encounter, he tried to get a restraining order on me. Imagine someone you once loved. Relationships are messy, yeah? Let's go. Not only did he put himself down as a protected person, but also our two daughters. If he was successful in obtaining that, I could not come within 200 meters of them. This is where I skipped the first earlier. Then we go to his next post. Our next post. His mother enabled his behavior and signed as witness that she saw me beating him in front of the children. The clip you saw of me smacking the phone. And they took this evidence to court. I put a counter complaint on him and it was up to the judge to decide, which is good. He knows there is nothing I love more than our daughters, so he used that footage to silence me. We never went before a judge. Instead, he had his lawyer present an undertaking, which conveniently included that the children could not continue being filmed for YouTube. It was also included that we could not mention one another on our relationship online for 12 months. We both signed it. Because I had no intention of making this public and did not want to risk the chance of not seeing our girls, he has been free to speak on this since 2020. Wow. This is the undertaking that she also follow up on and sign. This is it. This is also it's like a written statement dated 12 December 2019. I swear to God, I cannot read this handwriting. I'm sorry. I said no, and our divorce was finalized in December of 2020. Since then, I've been negotiating their online presence and managed to get it down to one video a week featuring the kids. This was across all platforms, including YouTube, TikTok, and IG, which is good. Like, she fought for this, that the kids will be with it because Jamie's video, he was talking about how the children were Basically, he was making content. He loved sharing his life with his daughters. Those videos make him very happy. But then he talked about also getting sponsorship deals, which was very good. That was helping him pay his bills. He also showed us his TikTok, his YouTube studio, and his earning that went low ever since the kids' screen time reduced to one video per week on all social media platforms. He has not been making that much. Was he worried about the kids or worried about money? Okay. I work very hard to lower their online presence because I saw how it affects them. I initially agreed to him filming with the kids as long as he pays them a percentage, but he refused. This light is off. Mm, okay, the ring light is off, so I don't know. Okay, it's back on. I stepped on it. I was circling with my feet. Where was I? Where was I? Where was I? Okay. Mm-hmm. This lot of social media exposure can have its own effect on kids because it seems like they are they don't have their privacy. I know they are little human beings, but they also want their little bit of privacy. But bringing a camera to their face whenever they are doing anything, playing, going to the park, going to the supermarket, doing this and that, they are being filmed. It's really not nice. So she fought. That is very good. I will give her flowers for that. She fought very hard, and then she make it be established that the kids will not be too much online because it's affecting them. And then but initially she agreed that it's okay for him to make videos with the kids as long as he will give them their own percentage. Like, if the kids are gonna be on your channel, which is your channel, but they are the content, you have to be giving them part of the money. I'm sure they may have now a bank account or something like that set up for the kids. Like, if you're going to use them on your kids, I initially agreed for him, so him filming the kid with the kids, as long as he pays them a percentage, but he refused that offer, which is fair. If you're going to use my kids as content, I know it's both our kids, but give them their own money because they are the content. They refused, so she fought and then reduced their screen time or media exposure for one video in a week, which is really good. And then she went ahead and get a said, I said no, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then he claims I was vengeful. But after I left, he stole the channel, changed password to the business email so I could not work with past clients, and changed our bank details on AdSense. So the revenue from our past vlogs went to his personal account. Because I know Jamie talked about, in his video explaining why I left Nikki, he talked about how he has been on YouTube for like 2016 or so. And then Nikki came along, but Nikki was the content. It was after Nikki joined him because people like us, we don't even know Jamie before Nikki. I was only watching their video because of Nikki in them, and then came along the kids. I was not feeling it that much because I don't like when kids have been exposed to the media. So I was like in and out of their channel until boom, divorce, and then Nikki started her own journey and I was watching. But it has been long she has, she uploaded any video as of late. And Jamie has been making videos, cute videos with the kids, but it was too much for me because the kids were playing. The kids are doing it's like the Kardashians, everything that the kids were doing, like it was putting it on the media. It's not healthy for me. It's not good for the kids. So after their separation, Jamie kept that channel that has went up to over 1 million or 1.5 million subscribers. He kept that channel for himself, changed the password, changed the password to the channel, changed the password to their business email, so she couldn't interact with past clients, like sponsored or they're like influencers. And then also change the bank details to their AdSense, their YouTube AdSense account where YouTube pay their money. And then he changed the details and the money was going to his own personal account, even videos that have to do with the both of them. I remember in Jamie's video, he talked about how he has to delete videos, their past videos, which he didn't want to delete because if you know about YouTube analytics, their finances got affected, their revenue got affected after I deleted those videos, those old videos. I'm like, is this guy really? Every word he was talking about was the effect of him losing money. I was thinking we're going to talk about something that is more concrete, but he talked about that abuse, cheat, and then everything else is about money, 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 money. Okay, let's go ahead. He kept the vlogs for himself, leaving me with zero memories of our children. I requested my full birth videos, but he kept them from me for 3.5 years. He used this as leverage so that I changed my stance on him making content with the girls. Like that just mean blackmail. Like, how can someone say, okay, this video of me giving birth was in the family channel that had now become your channel. Please, I need those videos. I was like, no, I'm not gonna give you those videos. And he was using those content like, okay, if you want me to give them to you or to take them down, you have to give me more time to make videos of the kids online. Hmm. Part of the reason I vlog was to have a memory diary of our babies as they grew, but he kept this from me too. I even asked for footage of my sister Sarah. All he had all the hard drives, and he told me they were destroyed. I remember, yeah, Nikki made a video of her sister once they were together, yeah, visiting her, and they do kind of sisterly stuff. I think go to I think they went to the boutique and do some girly stuff. That video was really nice. I even asked, please keep in mind my sister isn't alive anymore. This was really a shocker to me. I didn't know that she has lost that sister of hers. It's been long I watch her videos, so that's why. And they were the only videos of her I had to look back and remember her. Oh my god. He knew our children and my sister were a sensitive spot for me, so he will use these two things to control me. Emotional blackmail, which is not good. Jamie's health issues never stopped him from partying with friends, never stopped him from taking trips overseas while I look after our children. When I did ask for assistance, he would throw it in my face that I was the one who wanted kids. Jamie also made a you know a talk about this that before they have Eva, that video is very bad on his part, talking about how Nikki was the one that wanted kids and he gave in because he wanted to make her happy, meaning you don't want to have your kids, the same kids that are now your content. No child wants to grow up listening to their daddy talking about, I never wanted you, I just agreed to make your mother happy. This health issue that Nikki mentioned, Jamie talked about how he has been, he has undergo three hernia operations. Yeah, he has been diagnosed with PTSD. He has like he has this mental health and problems and stuff going on in his life. But during these times, and as Nikki said, he was going on trips overseas, partying, and when she would ask for assistance, he would throw it in her face that you're the one that wanted kids, look after them. I remember once upon a time, there was this YouTuber that make a video talking about the time that Nikki and Jamie were together. Yeah, this I think it was one Nigerian lady like that. She made a video talking about how Nikki is like a maid in her home. Like Nikki is the one that is always cleaning, cooking, and doing all this kind of stuff. Like she wonder why they will not get a maid like other YouTube families would do. They'll have someone that will come over and clean their house. Nikki is always working. Black women suffering for black white men. There was this YouTuber that made that video, something like that. So I find it interesting that he claims he's too sick to work a regular job. I gave him ideas on what he could film. I told him he could make video editing content as he's a great editor or work a traditional job, which is a very good idea. I'm not limiting his capacity to earn. I simply put my foot down and said Don't exploit our children for monetary gain like he did with me. Jamie kept dragging me back to court and writing complaints to my lawyers constantly. The legal fees he incurred were self inflicted. Like, how can you be struggling with your finances, yet you are busy going to lawyers every day? You pay them, it's not free. This other post caption is 40th birthday. On Jamie's birthday, the girls at school, they mentioned dad was going to Sydney for his birthday. He was aware she had a dental emergency, so I took the next available appointment, which happened to fall on Friday. I offered for him to take them instead as it was an it was an emergency. And he said he had rather take them out for ice cream so he does not miss his flight. Want to go celebrate your birthday or your birthday party or whatever, but then came an emergency for your child, dental emergency, and then you said no, rather take them for ice cream so you will not miss your flight. So traveling to Sydney to go party with your friends for your birthday party is more important than taking your child to a dental appointment. And then you offer them ice cream and dental. Okay, let me don't go into that. The appointment was at 5 p.m. I picked the girls up from the local ice cream place at 4:40 and we went to our appointment. Jamie then left for the airport at 5 p.m. to catch a flight to Sydney. Then this other post caption, the dad play group. At this point of co-parenting, I had reached my tolerance and wanted minimal in-person contact with him for the sake of Ava and Zoe. He will always have his phone out trying to bait a disagreement with me because I do not want them being used in content. I asked him to put Zoe in school on a Wednesday so I could completely avoid contact with him. One parent drops them off and the other one picks them up, which is kind of fair. It will reduce, you guys seeing each other and fighting and pulling your hair. Hmm. This seemed like a great solution, but of course he fought me on this too. Had there been work obligation restricting him from changing his schedule, I would completely understand, but there was not. He had only been to this playgroup one time. He could have made other arrangements for the sake of healthy co-parenting. I think it was all about the content for him. This other post caption Disney. I had to take legal action for my girls to even attend school at their ages. In Australia, you start school at 5 or 6, depending on how early in the year you were born. In France here it's 3 years. Jamie wanted them to delay another year so he can milk them for views while they were in his care. I said no. Well, these are really, really strong allegations here. We live in Australia and California. We live in Australia and California was a very far flight and he had never taken them out of the country alone. I did not want them to go, but I offered to come. So the girls did not miss out on the experience. But he knew if I was there, I would not like him filming them as much, so he made co co-parenting the issue. Okay, this is about taking the kids to Disney in the US, in the States, California. And she said no. I don't want my kids to be filmed, so I'm gonna tag along. And he knew that if Nikki tag along, I'll not be able to film these girls that much. So there was also issue about co-parenting there. I wanted to put our issues aside and give the girls some happy memories with both parents, which is kind of sweet. I brought up the matter of schooling because she took me back to court and forced me to send the girls to this very expensive private school. This was his request, and I'm now responsible for their expenses. Of course, he's claiming broke, so there's no way he could have afford private school. It's going to be on Nikki's head. Depression, the next post. Depression is not something I would take lightly. The comments I made on the recorded audio were not okay. Before he pressed record, he was calling me crazy and said I needed psychiatric help, threatening to take full custody of our kids. So I stooped to his level. This is not an excuse, and I apologize if this statement caused offense to anyone. These are the audios that Jamie played. Long story short, this was a very manipulative and calculated attack on not only myself, but this act will also cause collateral damage to our two children. This was a 4-year-old clip, and now these clips will remain online forever. My point exactly. Even though he has deleted the video, people have already screen recorded it. I have moved on with my life. I'm in a loving, genuine relationship, and I'm finally at peace. Yeah, there is this guy she posted that they went on a date. She captioned it like the view, and it was the guy's face. She was like holding his chicken. And those pictures are really cute though. This smear campaign was made to not only garner sympathy from his audience, but to revive a stagnant YouTube channel, sell an unreleased children's book, and completely slander my reputation. Jamie wanted revenge for me putting my foot down and restricting how often he posts the girls online. It disheartens me that I need to even make this statement because most people with discernment can see it for what it was. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to read this. To Ava and Zoe, I'm so sorry. So these were Nikki's response to what Jamie posted on his YouTube channel, which has already been taken down. Like the video was large, like I said, 1 hour, explaining, posting videos, posting screenshots, playing audio recordings, like it was a lot. What do you guys think about everything that I've just said and read right now? Let's chat in the comment section, maybe some other time, or maybe not. For the sake of Ava and Zoe, we're all going to just let this topic just die for now. But let's talk in the comment section. My name is Mariama. If you have any interesting topic that you want me to dive in, just hit me up on Instagram and you can share your ideas. Make sure they have two, facts. I don't want to be old here to say I'm saying lies. You see, I just read and talk and explain what Jamie talked in his video and then analyze it. I don't want to be held responsible for saying something that is not real. So if you have interesting topics that are good topics, that are for real, send them on my Instagram. My Instagram page is available here. Same name as my YouTube channel, simply being Mam20. Until next time, I'm your beautiful host. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on my next video. Have a lovely week.